So recently we all have seen the shift in the working department where the people have shifted a lot into freelancing domain. We have also noticed the great resignation where a lot of people resigned from the normal jobs and many of them moved into freelancing. Now in this video we'll be discussing why freelancing is the future and why freelancing specifically is not what you think is the future, where are we driven into, and what's the difference between that freelancing and the other kind of work. So welcome everyone, my name is Faiz and you're watching Industry Insight Part 3, and in this video we'll be discussing freelancing is the future, but it's not what exactly you think. Now coming to the first question, why freelancing is the future? Why many people are shifting into freelancing, what it has to offer, and 5 major reasons why we think freelancing is the future. Now the first reason is the rise in technology, because many people were not aware of all these opportunities that you get from technology. And now majorly in freelancing domain, the chunk of the work is into IT domains like website development, app development, marketing, content writing. So all those are included into technology part, and hence the rise of technology had shifted. The second point is freedom and independence. Now if you're a freelancer, you're working from home, from your comfort zone, and yet you're earning more than your pay scale or per hour charges. So I hope that makes sense, and they are exploring this world of freelancing. Now there is also a drawback that when you get a job, you instantly get that high paid scale, but when you are freelance, it's a journey. So basically you start from small and then you get to a point. But when you're doing a job, you get an instant pay for your job. Now third one is cost reduction. The cost reduction part is approachable from both the side, from freelancer as well as an employer. Now employer thinks that they need to pay less as compared to hiring a full-time employee. They just have to pay on a per hour basis or per work basis until the work is done. So that's it from the employer side, and that's why you see a lot of startups hiring employers. In the last video we also discussed that how Google has shifted into more temp and more contractual work rather than hiring full-time employee. That also makes a huge difference in this segment. And on the freelancer side, you are relatively paid less as compared to full-time employee, but at the same point of time you have a lot of clients working at a time, so indirectly you're paid more as compared to a full-time employee. The fourth one is creativity boost. The freelance world offers a lot of creativity. The freelance world offers many opportunities to develop your creativity skills. The freelance world offers you the market of all the different kind of diversity that you can see. As a result, freelancer can explore and adapt to different kind of situations because their client or peer freelancers have a wide range of expertise and they are from different localities, giving them the exposure that they need as a freelancer or as a creative person to grow. This is possible for marketing, finances, website development, and all the other kind of freelancers available, as it opens a new door of opportunities as compared to the traditional job that you do. But creativity can go beyond freelancers' daily work. It's also improving your work time environment and improving your skills specifically, and you are all responsible for your time, so you learn a lot of things in this between, and you get a hold of your life that you feel that is going in traditional job. Now the fifth and the last one is the reduction of generation gap. So as compared to the traditional job previously a decade ago or 2 decades ago, that was more into production unit or other kind of traditional job. Now it's more into IT jobs. So hence there is a huge generation gap between us and our parents, and that makes a lot of difference in the employer market as well. So these are the 5 reasons why we think freelancing is the future. As freelancing is not just freelancing, we think the contractual work makes much more sense in larger scale. We'll be discussing what's the difference between freelancing and contractual work. And there's one article by Indeed.com which has found the difference between freelancer worker and independent contractor in a very precise way. So let me take you through that. What is freelance worker? Freelance worker is non-permanent, self-employed worker who provides product and services to multiple organizations. These professionals can work for as many clients and take as many projects as their schedule allows. As a freelancer, you can set your own rates, process tax payments, independent, and choose where to work. Example of freelance workers include journalists, copywriters, graphic designers, and programmers. An independent contractor An independent contractor is a temporary employee who may work for many clients at once. This specialist usually take on larger projects, longer term clients. As a contractor, you might work on site in a client's office or your own workspace, and you may accept clients through an agency. Doctor, dentists and lawyers are the example of independent contractor. Now, the major difference between freelancers and independent contractors are, in the case of accepting clients, since most freelance jobs are part-time or limited in scope, freelance workers often take one or more than one clients at once. As a freelancer, you can accept as many clients as you choose. Meanwhile, independent contractor can also work with as many clients as they can manage. As an independent contractor, you may take on larger projects, which means you typically have fewer clients at a time. In this role, you may also work for an agency that act as an intermediary between you and your clients. You can still select your clients carefully and you contract with an agency, but your direct clients interaction may be limited. Now, in the case of taking projects, freelance workers have also complete control over choosing which jobs to do and which projects to reject. So freelancers have basically more control over the project as compared to independent contractor. Now, establishing time frames. In the case of freelance, roles have predetermined time frames. As a freelancer, your job may last for days, an entire week, a month, a year, or even longer. As long as you are working as freelancers, all the positions you accept will be temporary. Like freelancers, independent contractor also take on temporary roles. However, independent contractor often accept roles with longer time frames. Now, coming to creating schedules, as a freelancer, you control your own schedule. You typically need to meet deadlines and adhere to timelines, but you can do your own job on your schedule. As an independent contractor, your schedule might look more like a traditional employee. Many contractors agree to work certain hours, such as from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., but some set their own schedule. Setting rates. Freelancers are in charge of setting their own rates depending on the job you are doing. You can decide whether to charge by the hour or by the project. Either way, you are responsible for deciding what to charge and negotiate rates with each client. When you work as an independent contractor, you work on an hourly or project-based rate that may vary from client to client or job to job. Now, basically, in this whole article goes for receiving benefits, signing agreements, purchasing equipment, choosing a work location, hiring employees, and you should give it a read if you want to understand the difference between a freelancer and independent contractor. But to sum this up, there are basically three differences. That as a freelancer, you have more control over the time frames, the position, the location of the work, and the prices that you're quoting. But as a contractor, you may or may not have that option. As a more like lawyers and doctors, they don't have that option, and that's where we think that the combination of freelancer and contractor is going to be the future, where you are independent and have all the options, but you're working for a longer period of time as a contract. That's it from our side, guys. Give that article a read if you want to understand more about this topic that goes in great length. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are looking for more such kind of content, and please mention in the comment below if you want some specific topic that you want us to cover. Don't forget to join our Discord channel, where we aggregate all the leads into a single platform, make it available for you so that you can start your freelancing journey more easily and become the part of freelancing army. That's it from my side. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great day ahead.